What's up, everybody? Hopefully you're doing absolutely amazing. I know I am. I have been. Man, it's been a crazy journey. It's been a long journey, but it has been a great one. I finally understand the meaning of you have to enjoy the journey, not what comes after it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if y'all have heard that saying. I think it's probably put a little differently, but those who want like riches and stuff like that, everybody's so quick to like just want to have the end result. You know what I mean? And it's understandable. You know, it's like who really wants to go out of their way to have hard times? Who wants to go out of their way to put in so much effort like that drains us and takes all of our energy, you know, just to get to what we want? But in the end, like when you do it for a certain amount of time and you're just consistent with it, because either way, there is going to be days where you don't want to do it. You know, motivation, it really does come and go. You know, it's not something that sticks. You know, one day you'll be motivated, the next you can be like, oh, I don't want to do this. But that's where it takes consistency. That's where it takes discipline. But yeah, I'm starting to realize the meaning behind, like, you have to love the journey before you can even accept the end result, you know, because if you don't enjoy the journey, and it's different than, I don't mean like just a regular like happiness about it, you know. Like I said, there's gonna be difficult times, it's gonna be kind of a rocky path to that end result, right? But it's like, I don't mean enjoyment in like a happy, like, oh yeah, this is awesome kind of way. It's more or less like internal, you know, like it hits something in your soul. Like, it's not something that you can really, like, I guess you could express it, but it's not something that you actually express with your actual emotion. It's more or less like your soul, you feel that fire in your soul about it. You feel that lift that you need, you know, like just taking the journey for what it is and accepting the fact that you're not going to get to that end result before accepting that you have to take a journey to get to it. And I know a lot of people, you know, because I mean, take it from me, I was also one of these people where it's like, you see people like instantly get these things, like especially when it comes to like coming into huge amounts of money and stuff like that. And you know, you're like, I'm doing all this work, I'm putting in all this effort, and this person just did it so effortless. Like, what am I doing wrong? And the thing is you're not doing anything wrong. Never think of it as you're doing something wrong. God's timing is perfect, and there's nothing that can counteract that fact. Like, nothing. His timing is perfect, and you will get it when he wants you to get it. And it's like I said in the other video, I think I said it in the other video, it doesn't matter how hard you try. Like, you know, put the effort in, but in reality, that's not what's gonna get you the thing you want. What's gonna get you it is that God says, okay, he's, you know, he or she is ready to have this. So it's like, put in the effort, but trying hard isn't what's gonna get you to that end result. I mean, that, you know, trying hard shows God that, you know, you may be ready for it, but that's not, in the end, that's not what's going to get you it. It's going to be God placing it into your life. And like I said, take it from me, I had to really dive into like that thought process, because you know, you see it everywhere, man. You see it everywhere. We're always comparing to others. We're always comparing ourselves to other people. Like, oh, I have this, but why do they have this? Or, you know, stuff like that. And I also said in the other video too, and this correlates, is you have to learn to be grateful for everything, regardless of how bad it is, regardless of how good it is. Because that's the true power of just being grateful. Like, you know, it's like, oh, you might have a beater car, but hey, you have a car. There's somebody walking right now that literally can't afford a car. That person walking, you know, sees a person on a bike even and says, I wish I had a bike. The biker wishes they had a car. You know, like, it literally kind of, you see the full circle of it. It's like, yes, we could all have more. We could all have less. The difference is who's grateful regardless of what situation they're in. Who is really the ones that turn to God regardless of how their life is looking. Because I'll tell you right now, that is the most important part. And I feel like that's what God tests people on the most. Because if you can't, that's the thing, if you can't learn to be grateful for even the simple things, like I said, you know, I've said it many times, and I just want y'all to know that you can relate. Like, I can relate, because I am barely like figuring some of this stuff out myself. Like I said, I've dived deeper into myself, like deeper into my soul, and got closer with God and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, if you can't learn to be grateful for even the simple things, or let me rephrase, things that we think are simple, because in reality, it could be anything. It could be taken instantly. You know, like, I wake up every day, that alone, right there, grateful. You know, some people don't get to wake up the next day. Some people don't, and it's brutal, but it's true. So even being able to wake up at all, blessing already. You know, like, it's like that's the thing. If you can't learn to be grateful for things that you think are simple, then you're just taking it for granted, you know, because it can be gone instantly, no matter what it is. That dives down all the way into even life itself. You know, we wake up one day and the next day we could be gone, you know, and we'll never know like what happens. Even if we're alive that day, something can happen that day to where it gets taken from us. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. And some people suffer that unfortunate fate of, you know, they just don't get that time ever again. And yeah, that's another thing. Like, I'm even grateful for time now. Like, it's, you know, I'm like, there's so many hours in a day that we don't take advantage of. And I'm not gonna lie, I still am bad with this. Like, I sleep so much, and it's like, there's so much I could be doing. But at the same time, you know, that's another thing that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for being able to rest when I can, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to come to y'all today. Like I said, I made a new schedule, stuff like that, for my YouTube content. I'm gonna do things a little different with my YouTube channel. So like I said, I want to try to do like 3 regular videos a week, whether it's like me cruising, me just talking to y'all in general, like a day in the life kind of thing. Regardless, I want to try to hit 3 videos a week, and then the first of the month, which I did already miss this, but we could still do it. It's still the start of the month, so as long as I get in that start of the month plethora, I don't mind it. But at least once a month, I want to do like a huge like prayer thing for everybody, and just like thanking the Lord and stuff like that. So, and then just like praying over everybody. So that I want to do once a month. And then YouTube Shorts, I want to try to do at least 1 a week. Whether it's like a comedy video, just a random short message, like just something, you know. So those changes will be coming to the channel. But anyways, I love y'all. Thank you to anybody that listened to me just kind of talk. And this is kind of like what the videos will be, you know, just you know, some days it's gonna be words of wisdom, some days it's just gonna be us like vibing out. I'll update y'all on some things, or you know, what I plan on doing here and there, or whatever. And sometimes, you know, we may just like go for a walk and just talk about anything random. Like I don't know, like but I love y'all. Thank you to anybody who's watching. I hope y'all have a blessed day. And once again, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all of y'all that tune in. You could really be spending your time anywhere else, but you here with me. And I do not take it for granted. So thank y'all so much. I love y'all. And until next time, I will see y'all later.